This is Vinay. Welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about the electrophilic addition to dienes. In the previous lecture we have seen that how electrophile is adding on the isolated double bonds by taking different examples like protic acids and as well as formation of the epoxide. We have understood. Now we will see how an electrophile is going to add across the dienes. So this is the diene skeleton I want to take. This is the best example to elaborate the idea of electrophilic addition. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to understand what is the difference between isolated double bond as well as the our dienes. This is in conjugation, right? This is in conjugation. So when we compare the nucleophilicity of the both, the number 1 and number 2 so which one has more nucleophilicity? What does that mean? More nucleophilicity means more availability of the electrons towards the electrophilic addition in this case, right? So see here we have the isolated double bond and there is no resonance here. So when we observe the structure, just I am taking the normal isolated double bond, this pi bond migrates over here and this will convert into a particular carbanion. So neutral species is less nucleophilic than the negative species, right? This is the negative species and the electron density is more here. So it is the good nucleophile. We can say that the dienes are more nucleophilic than our normal isolated double bonds, right? Or alkenes. Our dienes are more nucleophilic. So we will understand how an electrophile is going to add here. So first of all, I will treat it with particular protic acid here. Say for example, I will treat it with HBr in this case. So that proton, these electrons are transferred to the proton, resulting in the formation of a carbocation here. A positive charge is formed here. See, this is the one formation, one possibility, and another possibility is formation of the carbocation here, right? Formation of the carbocation here when this proton is going to add here. So which is the stabler one? Which is the stabler one? Either this or this. Both are allylic. See, both the positions are allylic only, right? This is allylic carbocation. The double bond attached carbon is called as allylic carbon and the carbocation formed is called as allylic carbocation. So here also allylic carbocation only, the double bond attached carbon. So both the cases the carbocation is stabilized, but if you closely observe this carbocation, there is extra stabilizing. Why? See, this methyl group, whatever the methyl group is present, it is giving the extra stability by donating or by pushing the electron density towards the carbocation. This methyl group is providing the extra stability to this carbocation, resulting in the more stable carbocation formation. This is the more stabler one when compared to this. So by this reaction pathway, we will obtain the major product of the carbocation containing this one, that is the first type. So we got here Br minus, which act as a nucleophile here. So the Br minus is going to add here, resulting in the formation of substituted bromine here and the double bond. This is the major product formed here. This is the major product, right? So the minor product is this. This one is the minor product, right? So you must understand the stability of the carbocation here, that decides the major product. Okay, so this is one example. So another example you can take is what happens when bromine is reacted with this particular dye. What happens here? What is the product formed here? So here we can expect two products. I will directly write the products. One is this product. Yeah, these are the two products here. One is this product, another one is this product. So which is the major product formed here, we will understand now. Yeah, so by drawing the mechanism we can understand which one is the major product. But before going to that, So this product formation and this product formation mechanism we will draw. Let's see. So can I write bromine like this? Br bond Br. So this bond is added over this, resulting in the formation of our favorite bromonium ion, correct? It is the bromonium ion formation. Bromonium ion is formed here. So now we got Br minus. This Br minus, this being electrophilic center, go and attack this carbon. This is being the electrophilic center, right? Why? Because bromine atom is already electronegative. It is a halogen and it got positive charge. It requires more electron. It draws more electron density towards itself. The electron attracting capacity increases here. Okay, electron withdrawing capacity increases here. So this is making the particular carbon as electrophilic in nature. So this Br minus is going to attack here and the ring is opened in this way and the ring is opened. So resulting product would be our bromine attached to here and another bromine here. So this does not occur normally. The reaction should be carried out at 0 degrees centigrade. The reaction should be carried out at 0 degrees centigrade. So whenever we use very low temperature, we say these reactions are kinetically controlled. These reactions are kinetically controlled. When we use temperatures, in the range more greater than 0 degrees centigrade, then we say they are thermodynamically controlled. They are thermodynamically controlled. So I will discuss thermodynamic stability and kinetic stability in another video. Remember this, that at low temperatures these products are kinetically controlled. So this is a kinetically controlled product. Okay. Now we will see the thermodynamically controlled product. Let's see that example here. So similarly, bromine is added here and we got our bromonium ion with positive charge. Instead of Br minus is attacking here, these pi electrons drift over here. These pi electrons shift here and this ring is opened, resulting in the formation of this kind of species Br, and the double bond is shifted here and we got here positive charge. We got here positive charge. This Br minus is going to attack here, resulting in the formation of this product, resulting in the formation of this product, and it is thermodynamically controlled. That means it happens around 25 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade range. So it is controlled by the temperature. So whenever you increase the temperature, the product formed is here, this one, and whenever you use low temperature, the product formed is previously we have described, right? So that is the difference you must remember. This is very important example where you might expect this type of examples in your examination, right? So kinetically controlled and thermodynamically controlled products are like this. So this is one of the best way to establish the mechanism. So there is another possibility of the mechanism where you can understand by neighboring group participation. We will see that mechanism now, right? Observe this system carefully. So this is the product formed by kinetically controlled product, right? So see here, this is an allylic carbon, right? Double bond attached carbon is called as allylic carbon. So you must remember that bromide ion or bromine is Br minus is good nucleophile as well as good leaving group. Good nucleophile as well as good leaving group. So what is meant by leaving group means it leaves from the system. It can easily leave from the system. Why? Because see, Br minus is stabilized. Br minus is stabilized and it contains octet configuration NH2 NP6. That means it got the noble gas configuration. So Br minus exists individually. That means it is stabilized anion. Anyway, it is stabilized. So that's why it is acting as a good leaving group. There are a lot of other good leaving groups. Say for example, water is a good leaving group and our iodine is also one of the good leaving group. Okay, so these are the some of the important leaving groups. You can take nitrogen. Nitrogen is perhaps considered as the best leaving group. Next, water, iodine, bromine, etc. A lot of leaving groups are there. And see this moiety. If this leaves from the system, if it is leaving from the system, so what do we get here? Allyl carbocation. It is stabilized, right? So this allyl carbocation, what does it do? So this allyl carbocation So SN1 type of reaction is happening here. SN1, right? What is SN1 reaction? Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. That means that particular reaction depends on only the carbocation formation. That means depends on only one particular molecule. That is called as SN1 reaction. I will discuss nucleophilic substitution reaction in another video, right? Now we are discussing about the electrophilic addition. So here SN1 reaction is going to happen. Then the carbocation is generated here. That carbocation internally SN1 reaction is happening here, resulting in the formation of, this is the moiety formed here, right? It can also form. So what happens? This double bond internally shifts here and the ring opens. So Br here and a carbocation is generated here and the double bond here, right? So Br is a good nucleophile, Br minus, that is bromide ion, is good nucleophile and attacks here, resulting in the formation of thermodynamically stabler product, right? We have seen this example in thermodynamic stability. So we can say that it is a reversible reaction. It is a reversible reaction. So there exists a equilibrium between this product and this product. We can say that, okay, depending on the conditions we take. So this is the best example for electrophilic addition to diene in allylic system. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, like our video, and please share with your friends. That will motivate us a lot and help us in creating the new content. In the next video, I will come up with the nucleophilic addition, substitution, and etc. with lot of examples, and we will solve lot of problems in organic chemistry that will help you, really help you in scoring good score in your NEET or JEE examination. Thank you.